Then you 6 o'clock.
I've just introduced myself. I'm the Air Vice Marshal Peter Dime, the Director General of the Royal Air Force Museum, and it is our great privilege to sponsor this vessel at the Royal Jubilee Thames pageant in 2 weeks' time.
Hooray!
Now, personally speaking, I might have liked to have seen her floating in the water under power a little bit earlier than this. but I am certain it's for good reason. One of those reasons is that the team here are perfectionists, and the love and affection and attention to detail that they put into this vessel, I think, for all of you who had a chance to have a look at that, is clearly evident. From the Royal Air Force Museum's point of view, we're delighted that there's a Royal Air Force vessel with such an important history participating, which gives us one chance to wave a finger at the Royal Navy. Because although they do think they command the seas, the Royal Air Force, through Coastal Command and a very long history, has used those seas to extremely good effect. So it's with great pride that we actually were willing to associate ourselves with this tremendous vessel, and indeed the Chief of the Air Staff has personally approved the flying of the Royal Air Force Ensign on this vessel. And in a moment I'm going to ask Bill Amos, who heads up the boat team of the Royal Air Force Museum, to present that ensign. It's got a long history. It was used only 2 years ago when Royal Air Force Launch 206 was sailed around the coast, up the Thames, and she now finds herself in the Royal Air Force Museum. Now, I'm not suggesting that's where 441 will end up, but were you ever to get bored with enjoying her, she would find a very welcome home in the Royal Air Force Museum because of the hugely important history of the marine craft sections and the maritime element of the Royal Air Force Museum. But this is also an opportunity for me to say on behalf of the nation, because this is a historic boat of great significance, how much we appreciate what you've done. You deserve it. I do hope she floats, because I'll be on board her as well, which is what it's all about, confidence, isn't it? So Bill, if I could ask you to present the ensign.
This is a very special ensign. Yep. It's the last ensign ever to fly on an RAF vessel. And the RAF will agree, because you're the official RAF entry and the official Walker entry. You can hold this license with this ensign